The planet is running a fever. There are no emergency rooms for planets. We have to engage in the kinds of preventative care that reduce the likelihood that we ever do see those worst consequences. That's our opportunity. That's our challenge. That is why we are here today. Now, there are many people who do not believe that we can do this. They don't believe that we can put a clean energy standard on the books in the United States Congress. They don't believe that we can increase the fuel economy standards to 54.5 miles per gallon. They don't believe that we can switch over from coal over to other sources of the generation of electricity. And they don't believe that we can export these technologies around the world. Well, in 1961, President Kennedy addressed the Congress. And he challenged the Congress to be bold. And what he said was that we have to put a man on the moon. And we had to do so before the end of that decade. That we would have to invent metals that had never before existed. That we would have to return this ship from the moon at speeds that had never before been achieved. That we would have to do so in temperatures half of the heat of the sun, and we would have to do it safely. Now, over the head of the Speaker of the House, the President, as he addresses the Congress in the State of the Union, is an American flag. And that American flag is the flag that flew on the moon, because America accepted the challenge to be bold. And that's what we have to do on this issue of climate change. We have to ensure that, like the many who came to this hall over the years, the suffragettes who said that they were going to change the laws so that women could vote. The abolitionist movement, as George said, he said, we're going to change the Constitution so that slavery is abolished. Those that opposed the war in Vietnam, they came here to say that they were going to give the leadership to change our relationship with Southeast Asia. All of it happened here. All of it happened as part of this revolutionary spirit that animated this city back in 1775 and 1776. So we have with us today a tremendous group of speakers who I think can lay out for you the magnitude of this problem and what needs to be done. We begin with Dr. Paul Pershin. He is presently Research Professor, Environmental Research Group of the Department of Civil Engineering and Institute for the Study of Earth, Oceans, and Space, the University of New Hampshire, and is a visiting scientist at Tufts University. He has been studying the impact of sea level rise and climate change on Boston for over a decade, including being director of the EPA-funded Klein project from 1999 to 2004, which investigates the integrated impacts of climate change on metropolitan Boston and to develop recommendations for adaptation actions. He has also been leader of a team investigating climate change, coastal flooding impacts in northeastern United States for the Union of Concerned Scientists. He has over 50 published journal articles on these topics, as well as many book chapters and reports. He received his master's and PhD in civil engineering from MIT. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Paul.